a mock budget. So you'll see like tithe up here under the giving category. And we always give off of our gross, so our income before taxes, and we're both salaried, so we pretty much know how much that's going to be. It's just that Angel gets paid twice a month or 24 times a year, and I get paid every other Friday, which is 26 times a year. So it's not like we're always tithing at the exact same time. And like there are like 2 or 3 months out of the year, there's like I think 2 months out of the year where I end up getting paid 3 times that month. So that specific month would obviously be more, but we fill that in with, what we're, expecting. So like the next time I get paid 3 times in a month will be November. And then the saving category over here, you have the down payment fund, which is really what we're saving for the most. And most of the time we put like almost my whole paycheck minus like taxes, obviously, and then tithing into the down payment fund. But sometimes, we might put it somewhere else just depending on what we have going on. Our emergency fund is pretty good, but if we were saving for an emergency fund, we'd put it there. We don't have kids to save for college, so we're obviously not saving for college, but if we did, that's where that would be. It would be in the saving category. And then the retirement fund, we put $149 in there right now. Once we finish getting our down payment fund where we want it, we will definitely be putting a whole lot more into retirement, but I left a little asterisk here by it because it's actually taken out of Angel's paycheck before it ever hits our bank account, so usually I don't put that on our official budget. I just put down, what his paycheck is after they've already taken that out, and then I just don't even include it, so I don't have to think about it. But you can do that however you want, depending on what your paychecks are like. Isabel, I don't think that you have an option of retirement taken out, and I think you do. So I don't know. Y'all can figure that out. Housing, so this is where your mortgage or rent would go. Obviously, we rent. Property taxes, since we don't own a home, we don't pay property taxes. If we were saving for repairs or maintenance, typically for us, that would be more like, I don't know, I guess it would be more like maintenance. Like we want to buy some paint to paint a table in our house, or we want to buy a new lampshade, I guess that would go there. But obviously if we owned a home, that's, I don't know, we want to replace the hot water heater or something like that. And then if we lived in a neighborhood with an HOA and we owned a home, that's where this would go as well. So those are just other things that would fall into the housing category, but they're not things that we obviously have to pay currently. Utilities, the electric and the water right here are just kind of estimates. The water's never been more than 40. It's never been more than like 39 and some change. And then the electric was only over 75 one time. And so usually I just budget 75. Gas, like mom and dad have a gas hot water heater, so they would have a gas bill for that. Our hot water heater is electric, so that just goes as part of our electric bill. So we don't currently have gas, but that could be a thing we have in the future if we live in a house that has gas. Trash, our apartment complex charges us $25 a month for trash, and that's $25 even. Our phone is like $67 and some change, so I just round up. Our internet's like $44.99, so I just round up. We don't have cable, but if we did, it would fall under utilities. We have a pest fee that our apartment complex charges, and it really is $250. And then we have an admin fee that our apartment complex charges, and it's really like $416. But I always round up because I like it to be like 25, 50, 75 cents if there's going to be change on it, and that just bothers me. So food, we have groceries. Usually we're about $168 a month, which is about $42 a week. Angel does eat several meals a week, on the church, and we both have breakfast and lunch on the church on Sunday, so that helps with our grocery budget. But usually that's where we are. Restaurants, this is restaurants like not including date night, so like if we were to go out for like, I don't know, we've gone out for friends' birthdays before. Like one time we went out for Susu's birthday and we paid ourselves, and like I don't want that to come from our date night budget because that definitely wasn't a date. So that's what would go here. But like that's not like a thing we have to have every month or that we do have every month. It just kind of depends on what we're doing. A lot of times we'll just get together with friends at their house and then we don't go out to eat. So that's why I have the asterisk by it. So anything that's left blank from here on out are things that like we don't have every month, or they're not like 100% necessary. Clothing, obviously having clothing and wearing clothing is 100% necessary, but we don't buy clothing every month. Some months we might just have a lot of spending money, and that's great, and we can go buy new clothes. And then other months, like, we really have to go because, like, all of our underwear has holes in it or something crazy. I don't know. So obviously, like, clothing is necessary, but it's not something like we have to have every single month. We don't have to buy new clothing every month. So that's why it's blank right here. So it just kind of depends on what we have to spend and or what we need. Transportation, gas. When we're just like around Asheville, it's usually about $180 a month. This like May, it was a lot more expensive because we went to Charlotte and we went to Lynchburg, and so our gas budget was a lot bigger. That just kind of depends, but gas is obviously something we have to get to work and stuff. Oil, it's like when we're getting oil changes in the car, we have to have those, but we don't have to do it every month, so it just kind of depends. Repairs and tires, again, doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes we put money there, sometimes we don't. It just depends. The taxes and inspection, that happens just twice a year. My car is January, Angel's car is June. So, like, as we're doing our June budget, we have to put in to get his car inspected and pay the property taxes on it. And I think it's going to be like $80 or something. It's if it passes and doesn't have anything wrong with it. But obviously we don't have to have it every month, but there's January and June we have to have it and have to pay those. Health, we pay $180 a month at the chiropractor, and then vitamins, Angel pays $5 a month at the gym because Elevation pays $30 a month, so it's a $35 gym fee. Vitamins, a lot of times I'll buy them in 2 months supply, so we don't have to buy them every month. Also, like, we can survive without vitamins. Like, we don't have to have them. I really prefer to have them. But again, we don't buy vitamins every month, so that's why it's blank. It's not like an every month thing. Insurance, these are just different types of insurance that one could have, might have, probably should have. Life insurance, we do not currently have. That's on my to-do list of things to do really soon. Sugar and spice, what happened? Is it still there? Okay. And then, where was I? Oh, and identity theft, same thing. It's not something we currently have, but it's something that it's on my to-do list to get. Disability, we both get disability insurance from work that we don't have to pay for, so that's not something we pay for. And then long-term care is not something you need until you're at least 60. Like, at 60 you should get it, but don't ever get it before 60. But once you're 60, 100% get it. But so we don't pay for those things. And then the checking account fee, State Employees Credit Union charges you $1 a month to have a checking account. And I just put it in insurance because I need a spot to put it. Health insurance, this is how much we pay for health insurance a month, but it comes out of Angel's paycheck before it ever hits our bank account, so that's why it has the asterisk by it. So I don't usually write that on our regular monthly budget because, I just write down whatever he gets in our bank account, which already has the health insurance taken out of it. And then I write what we're actually spending out of our bank account, which again, we're not taking the health insurance because it's already gone. Renters or homeowners insurance, obviously we rent, so we have renters insurance, and it's like $10 and some change. And then our car insurance total for both cars is like $47 and some change, so I rounded up. Down here in the personal category, we've got fun money, which is always great if, I want to go to Chick-fil-A with a friend, or if he wants to go to the movies, or I don't know. I used to spend a lot of my fun money at Amelie's or like going out for drinks with like Mary Kate and Bailey and Grace when we lived in Charlotte. So that's what fun money would be for. Or spending money or whatever you want to call it. Just whatever you want to do with it. Like, easiest way for us to do it is to like do it in cash, and when it's gone, it's gone. Household is what I consider like toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, dish detergent, hand soap, cleaning products, things like that. And then I would say personal care is more like razors and shaving cream and shampoo and conditioner and makeup and nail polish and things like that. And obviously they're not about this price every month. Sometimes they're more, sometimes they're less. And sometimes things are like necessary. Like obviously, like we want to, deodorant I would say is pretty necessary. Like shampoo is pretty necessary, but like makeup is not 100% necessary. But like I pretty much buy it whenever I am out. But so that's what I have for those. And again, like sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Those are just kind of my estimate kind of placeholder numbers. Haircut, same thing. Angel doesn't get his haircut every month. He usually gets it cut every other month, but it's $30 including the tip when he gets it cut. I used to get my haircut at Aveda 4 times a year, and it was only $18. I don't know how much it's going to be here. I haven't had it cut since November. I haven't really found anybody. So we might have to adjust that and see. And then gifts, I usually put about $25 a month. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Like if we had like a ton of like bridal showers and weddings and birthdays. Like birthdays, the only people we buy birthday gifts for usually are like Sophia and Frangelica and Gabrielle, Angel's nieces and nephew. Or sometimes we'll be asked to pitch in for a gift at work or something. So that's what gifts would be. And then we usually buy birthday cards for all of the adults in our families and mail those. And so like the stamps and the cards themselves would go into the gifts category. But I get all my gifts all my cards at Dollar Tree, so they're only 50 cents. It's not a ton, but like June, I think our gift budget is only going to be like $10 because all we're doing is like sending Dad and Papa John a Father's Day card. But like it was a lot more expensive, I think in April, because we had like a ton of birthdays, and then we had like I think I was invited to a shower or something. So anyway, and then date night down in entertainment, we usually do it at like 100. And that could be us going out to eat. That could be us getting frozen pizzas and coming back to our house. That could be us going like to a shooting range. It's whatever we want to do. And then like you'll see here, we have the Christmas fund and the vacation fund. And so usually what we like to do around like this time of year is say, okay, this is how much we want to spend for Christmas. So say we want to spend $1,000 for Christmas. And that's like all the gifts, everything we're doing for Christmas, like gift giving wise or extra spending, it would be on this amount or in this category. And so we would say, okay, $1,000, there's, this many pay periods between now and Thanksgiving because we want to have the money by Thanksgiving. So how much do we need to save per pay period? Like that's what we would put in the Christmas fund. And same thing with vacation. If we said, okay, we're going to go on this vacation in May of next year. There's this many pay periods between now and then. How much do we need to save per pay period? And we would put that amount in there. So like last year for Christmas, we saved like $80 a month for or $80 a pay period, so $160 a month every month for I don't know how long for Christmas. So yeah, that's pretty much how we do it. I always, like I said, fill in the, necessities before I start filling in things like fun money and like the fun clothing. Like obviously if like I had no pants to wear to work or something, like obviously I'd have to buy new pants. But yeah, that's pretty much it.